The interesting thing about being a good listener is just following that, being a good listener. So many times people want to listen, but they're looking for that opportunity to jump in with some advice. And oftentimes advice isn't what the person is looking for. They're looking for somebody to just hear them and to be supportive of them.
If somebody approaches and clearly needs to talk, what I would recommend that we do is move into what's typically called empathetic or therapeutic listening. And in that type of listening, we don't listen to give advice, we don't listen to give ideas, we listen simply to support individuals. So listening and saying phrases such as, oh, that sounds like that must have been hard, or I can understand why that really hurt you. Those types of phrases are very supportive phrases and makes the speaker feel more comfortable in revealing more. And so really the focus is on the person being able to get things off of his chest or his heart and being able to talk without judgment.
As far as listening, I feel like we have to listen to understand versus just listening just to get through the conversation. We're almost conditioned in our society to have very topical conversations. You know, how you doing? Oh, doing good, blah, 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 and then it's over. You know, but when someone really wants to open up to you and like give you a piece of themselves, you have to receive it. And I feel like when we do that, we establish a safe environment or a safe space. We establish closeness. You know, we establish the potential to talk about deeper issues such as mental health. I really see listening to understand as an opportunity to get into deeper topics.
If somebody's being vulnerable, make eye contact with them, to tell them that you respect and appreciate where they're coming from. And one thing that I really struggle with is not offering advice, like just sitting and receiving it. I know that whenever I am on the receiving end of that kind of speech and that kind of behavior, it's monumental for me.
Advice can be tricky because usually when we give advice to someone, it's probably based on our own life and our own experiences and what we would do under the circumstances. But of course, that may not work for everybody. And if somebody tells you some things or they bring some things to your attention that you feel you're not equipped to handle, that's a great time to make a referral to the counseling center.
If you see something in a friend, you have to say something, because sometimes it takes a lot of courage for someone to come up to you and say something's wrong. But if we can learn how to ask each other, are you okay, and actually listen to that answer, I think it can change people's lives.